ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौरांगी। Can everybody sing loudly? तप्तकाञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। वृंदा देवी महारानी की। So welcome all of you to Sri Kamyavan Dham. Kamyavan Dham ki jai. Hare Krishna. Before that, we have 1 hour. 1 hour plus. It is our greatest fortune that we have been able to come to Vrindavan Dham. It is not by fluke or by train bookings or yatra bookings, room bookings that anyone can come here. Because that way Srimad Bhagavatam says even the camels and donkeys and the boars, what do you call boar? Other word is? Hogs, dogs, they also are in Vrindavan. But the true spiritual entry in the Dham can be possible only by the mercy of Sri Guru, Gauranga and Radharani. Without their blessings, nobody can enter. You can enter the Dham physically. Even you can enter Dham mentally. But spiritual entrance can be possible only when you have the blessings of Sri Guru, Sri Gauranga and Radharani. What is the meaning of physical entrance? Your body is here. Your mind can be in South India. We want to be here with body, mind and soul. We want to connect our soul to the mercy of Radharani.
Hare Krishna, kind request to devotees, please keep your luggage aside and come forward. So that, because behind lot of sun is there, so please come ahead. And again, Telugu translation is happening on 92 frequency, Kannada on 89, and if somebody wants specific Tamil, please be under the tree, their Tamil translation is there. So 92 is for Telugu, 89 for Kannada and Tamil direct. Please come ahead. And there Satyamurti Pro is there, Kannada is there. If somebody want to directly have, Kannada is there, and beside that Tamil is there.
Hare Krishna. So I was saying that we need to connect with the mercy of Radharani. As His Holiness Satyananda Maharaj was telling, like when you are in a off coverage area, what is the mobile doing?
Out of network.
What is the mobile doing? The mobile is out of network. What is the mobile doing? Searching. Searching. So we have to keep searching for the connection of Radharani. It is only because of her mercy one can get connected to Dham, to the pastimes, to the seva, and to the presence of Sri Shyam Sundar Krishna. So way back in 1986, December, when first time we had come for the first ever yatra with His Holiness Radhanath Swami. How many we were in number? Any idea? 22 only. Which is only in the dream now. We can dream, I also can dream again. But impossible to even imagine that Radhanath Maharaj is going with only 22 devotees. And another thing which is impossible to imagine now, that His Holiness Radhanath Swami is receiving you at Mathura station. And we are getting down by passenger train. Firozpur Janta Express, the great train, which stops in every gully and every corner. It gives you full Bharat Varsha Yatra on the way to Vrindavan. So there His Holiness Radhanath Swami had come to receive us. And there only on the station, he gave us a welcome lecture. You can only imagine now all these things. Many things he spoke, how to prepare our consciousness to be in the Dham. And one of the most important things which has struck our consciousness is that he said, the moment you enter the Dham or moment you step down by train or whatever transport to Vrindavan Dham, you first bow down to Sri Balaramji, who has expanded in the form of Vrindavan Dham in Shantaras. And then from that moment onwards, you have to keep praying for the mercy of Radharani in the inner chambers of your heart with great intensity till you reach back home. For every moment, you have to keep praying for the mercy of Radharani. Because when you keep praying for the mercy of Radharani, you can expect yourself to be spiritually inside the Dham, getting connected with the mercy of the Dham. Otherwise, if we are looking for many comforts here and there, and many inconveniences, we are complaining constantly, then you are already disconnected from the Dham. So I have come to a very strong realization that however close you take your accommodation, however comfortable is the accommodation, and all the things, however comfortably you have reached the place, however comfortably you will go back, however comfortable you want to make your travel by your taking your own car and so many things, there will be inconveniences. For example, we were told that our accommodation is 600 meters from the Pandal. But actually it is further 1 kilometer inside the gate of the Pandal. Isn't that true? The border, the entry, the yellow entrance is 600 meters. But further it is much inside to go close to the Pandal, the Katha Pandal. And if you want to go to Prasad Pandal, you have to another walk some distance. You want to go to water Pandal, another some distance. And if you at all fall sick, then you have to go to Bhaktivedanta stall, another some meters you have to go. And inconvenience is guaranteed. So don't come to Dham with too much expectations of comfort. And whenever there is discomfort, don't forget to be grateful. Because as per Thakur Bhakti Vinod, each discomfort that you get in serving Krishna is a source of joy, is a source of transcendental bliss. Because each inconvenience that you go through in service to the Lord destroys avidya, ignorance, and brings you to the realization of the truth that you are part and parcel of Krishna, you belong to Krishna, and you are Krishna's property. Thus you have learned the truth, you will come to know every living entity is in me, they are in me and they are mine. This is Krishna's statement in Bhagavad Gita. So we have come here to realize that we belong to Krishna, our life belongs to Krishna, our activity, our breath, our heartbeat, everything belongs to Krishna, supposed to belong to Him. And if we do one yatra with deep gratitude for everything, for every inconvenience, every pain, every suffering, some people may get torn, some people may get fracture. In medical stall you will come to know. People get heart attacks. People have reached here, this yatra. Mathura only they got a major accident. They are in Mathura for surgery. You cannot imagine what goes on in the night when you are all sleeping. There are many emergencies that take place. Breathlessness, heart attack, strokes, even deaths have taken place in the camp, in the yatra, which we have handled. So whether death, whether inconvenience, whether disease, or I cannot explain to you how many inconveniences can be there and were there and are there that people undergo. But for all that, if we have gratitude in the heart, then Radharani and Krishna will be yours, 100%. So gratitude is the biggest ornament of a devotee's heart, devotee's soul. So that is why we have to be extremely grateful for every single moment that you have been awarded in the Dham. Each of this moment that you have been awarded is a result of many thousands of lifetimes pious activities or seva to the Vaishnavas. Punya karma and Vaishnava seva. Of many lifetimes has resulted in being here in the association of devotees. And you can still be here, but it requires tons of pious activities or Purva Sanchita to get the association of 11,000 sincere devotees together, eating together prasadam, kirtan together, hearing together, traveling together, enjoying the inconveniences together. Everything is very rare. You may come with 5 devotees, 10 devotees, 20 devotees, 100 devotees, but 10,000, 11,000 devotees together is a lifetime experience, which you cannot pay from your pocket for that. We have paid very simple, small amount. But with that amount, we cannot buy association with 11,000 devotees, with many pure devotees around. So, all of us should remember that we have paid peanuts and we are getting tons. You have to be convinced about it. With that consciousness, then you will be flooded with mercy of Radharani. So please ignore all the inconveniences. There will be heat, there will be cold, there will be both things together also. You cannot imagine in Dham what all can happen. And what all can happen will happen. In one of our camps, what happened was, one 4-year-old girl fell in a big pot which was more tall than her. She fell in the pot of boiling kheer. 22 days she was in coma. But then she survived nicely and she is now one of the world famous Bhagavad Kathakar. But my point is that most unbelievable situations are there here. You cannot even imagine. Can you imagine a running fan, standing fan like this? Of course, without front cover. You can imagine without front cover. It can cut somebody's eye into two. They've got the patient like that. The running fan fell down, and the eye was cut into two. These are not heard anywhere in medical books also. Such kind of mishaps. So I'm trying to tell you that what we go through is nothing. What Bridgewasis go through is unimaginable. Make them quiet, please. So you have some more days. Today is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4 more days are there to cultivate gratitude, heartfelt gratitude. Because we have come here to grab unlimited mercy of Radharani, who is the mistress of Vrindavan Dham, the queen of Vrindavan Dham, who is the controller of Sri Krishna also. Sri Krishna loves Vrindavan Dham as the topmost of all forests in Vrindavan, Braj Mandal. And out of that 12 forests, Vrindavan is the dearmost. And Kamyavan is the second dearmost. Kamyavan is supposed to be Prati Vrindavan. So before we start the katha of this particular beautiful forest, Kamyavan, today is Yamadvitiya. Are you all aware? Today is Bhaiya Dooj, Bhau-Beej. And Bhau-Beej or Yamadvitiya is very much connected to Vrindavan Dham. Surya Dev, the senior most demigod after Brahma, got married to many wives, and one of the wives was very scared, thinking about his effulgence, his teja. The sun god is known for his teja, unlimited teja. So when they got married, she was quite scared. If suppose some girl gets married with some big celebrity or big famous personality, so there's a lot of tension in the girl's mind. Oh, my husband is such a great personality. I'm a simple girl. So she had the same feeling that my husband is extremely powerful and effulgent personality. How do I conduct myself? So first time when they united, she was like very scared. And all of you should know, because most of you are grastas here, that whatever consciousness prevails at the time of union of husband and wife, that consciousness you attract in your womb as your child. So fear was the most predominant mood. So sun god said, yes, you will get a son, but because you are very fearful, the whole universe will be fearful of that son which you will give birth to. And he is Yamraj or Yam. So wife was very sad because she thought, I made a mistake because I shouldn't have been in this kind of mood. So next time she prepared her mood. I mean, somehow she got settled and adjusted. Women have to always adjust because they go to the new house. Men remain there only. Men come on the horse with lot of entourage, and wife is going alone without any entourage. So we consider wife as more courageous than the husband. Husband comes on the horse with weapons and many people supporting him, and the wife courageously goes from her mother's house to the husband's house, and then adjusts with husband, mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, brother-in-law, the new house, new culture, new language, everything. So somehow she adjusted, and next time when they united, she served him very nicely. She was very happy and not fearful, with love and devotion. So at that time Surya Dev said, now you will be blessed with a baby girl, and she also will be in the form of a river. Her name will be Yamuna, and whoever will take bath in her waters you will be free from the fear of your older son Yamraj. So problem and solution were together done. So Yamraj is the older son. Before that, Tapti Nadi was born. Tapti Nadi is in Gujarat. Tapi we call Tapti. She is the oldest of that family. And then Shani Dev is the second one. And third one is Yamraj. And fourth one is Yamuna Devi. And there are many other children son goddess, like Swayambhuva Manu is there. In fact, all the 14 Manus are also his sons. So, Vaivaswata Manu, the first Manu, is also son of Surya Dev. So, as soon as the birth was there and they grew up, and then Yamaraj went to his abode, his seva. You know what is seva, right? He is one of the greatest devotee of the Lord, one of the Mahajanas. And no one likes to do unpleasant seva. Even in the drama also, nobody wants to take a negative role. They want prominent role, they want at least if not hero, the hero's friend or something on hero's side, so people can clap. Because when the villain dies, everybody claps. When the hero chastises the villain, everybody claps. So they don't want you to take a negative role in the drama, which is not true also. So what to speak of in real life? To punish people who are sinful, to take the list of the sinful activities and punish them accordingly, and not 1 day, 2 day, 1 month, 3 years, 4 years in proxy service, in locum, constantly. So Krishna also feels bad for him one time, and he gave him birth as Vidura, as a break. So the real Yamraj you can see in the form of Vidura. The heart of Yamraj can be seen in the life of Vidura. What he is really, actually a personality. And what he is actually not, you can see in the role of Yamraj when he is serving the Lord. So what is important is pleasure of the Lord. Not what you like or what I like or what anybody likes. Samsiddhir Hari Koshanam. So Yamraj goes and starts his services and he is very busy, you know. There are so many simple people, so a lot of work is there. Record keeping, record maintenance, and then executing each and every sinful activity into punishment very meticulously. Accepting a position of most unwanted person. Nobody wants to see your face. That kind of service he is doing. So he's very busy. So Yamuna Devi was also feeling separation. So she was feeling that, oh, my brother is always punishing people. And she was very compassionate. So she was feeling very bad for people who are already in sinful activities and lost in cycle of birth and death. And she was always feeling compassion for them. So she felt that she will call her brother and request her brother to do something about it. Somewhere there should be way to how to deliver these people and committing sinful activities, getting punished and getting punished and getting punished. It can go on, but it should stop somewhere, right? There should be some reformation. So one time she really called him, invited him, and he was very busy. And he came to meet her on this day. What is the day? But what is the day? Kartik Shuddha Paksha Dvitiya. On this day he came to Vrindavan to meet her. And she was so happy that she cooked a big feast for him. Because her brother was a big celebrity. It's not an ordinary personality. And very rare to meet also. Durlabha. So she cooked a very big feast. She fed him with her own hands, with so much of love and devotion, affection. And it also said that she took bath with him in her own waters, with Yamraj. And after satisfying him fully, she said, Yamraj said, so my dear sister, what do I do for you? What boon you want? So he said, you should tell me some way by which you can deliver the conditioned souls in the material world. I want the conditioned soul to be. We told you to hold the child. Whose child is this? What are you doing? The children should be taken care by the parents under their observation. One of the important seva in the yatra. One time, the parents are sometimes so transcendental. In 1998 Vrindavan Yatra, one 4-year-old child went to sleep in Radhakund Katha. And parents were really beyond the three modes of material nature. They just left in the bus without the child. And His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj came to know that child is missing. So he came back, and in the middle of the darkness of the Radhakund, he himself found the child and handed over the child to the parents. And of course, he chastised the parents also. But we can understand that he felt that it is my yatra. In my name, people have joined the yatra. So if anything happens, I am responsible. So he went back and searched the child. And child was fast asleep at the bank of Radhakund. In that time, 2,000 devotees were there. And 2,000 devotees had already boarded the bus. Some buses left also. And parents also left. Well, you can leave the mobile, you can leave the bag, you can leave water bottle. You can leave the child and go. But you cannot be too transcendental when you have a wife and children in family. So anyways, so what I was telling you, that Yamaraj asked, what is the boon I can give you? And he said, you please tell me how you will be able to forgive the people and deliver them. So on this day, Yamaraj gave the boon to Yamuna. Please listen carefully. If on this day, sister and brother, that means boy and a girl who are brother sisters, if they hold their hands together and dip in Jamuna at least 3 times together, holding hand like this, both hands like this, both hands, and together you take 3 dips. And on that day, if the brother eats prasad cooked by only sister and nobody else, on that day at least, then both the brother and sister will go back to Godhead at the end of this life. Before that, he said that you are asking for a very difficult boon. She wanted an all-encompassing boon for everybody, but he made it little reduced in size, in whatever intensity. So today if you go to Mathura or you go to Vrindavan at the banks of Yamuna, you will find even 85, 90-year-old brother and sisters who are alive still. You will find old people holding hands and taking dips in Yamuna. And then sister will very lovingly hold the hand of the brother and take him home and cook for him many items and feed him. And also, sister will also do, we don't say arati, of course arati is done only for Krishna, but we say auction. Auction means, it's called as a shubha, moving of lamp in a very auspicious way. Gold, supari, betel nut, gold, and flowers, and lamp, and akshata, and kumkum, and chandan, all these things are there in the plate. And you do very systematically, beautifully, to understand for you arati of the brother, and the brother in return will give some gift of love to the sister. And this is how the Yamadvitiya is celebrated, and this is significance of Yamadvitiya. So many people are asking me, Prabhuji, we are coming on yatra, our brothers are there, sisters are also there, but we don't have kitchen here. So I said, you cook something in Mumbai, some dry thing like chuda, chakli, laddu, shankarpali, and you bring it here, and you can take bath and then you can feed your brother. But Prabhuji, we are not going to Yamuna to take bath in yatra. So one family I know, all the sisters, big extended family, sisters and brothers, so 10 are there maybe. They all are gathering today in Vishram Ghat, and they are taking bath there. If you cannot take bath, there is some provision in Krishna consciousness, you can take bath in mind also. Even remembering Yamuna, touching her waters, taking her darshan, touching her waters, doing achman only, or taking full bath. all are equally considered as bath only. So you can remember Yamuna, and if your sister is around, eat from her hands. If she is not there, you remember her, express your heartfelt feelings. Because there is a possibility that, like me, my both sisters are not there in the world now. Both have left this world. But love, affection remains. Feelings remain, memories remain. So you can remember those beautiful days, Yamaditiyas we celebrated in the past. So all kinds of options are there if there is devotion in the heart. So today is Yamadvitiya, very auspicious day, uh, fourth day of Deepavali celebration. You can say fifth day, sixth day also because it begins in Vasu Baras. That is called Govancha Dvadashi, then Dhanatrayodashi, then Naraka Chaturdashi, then yesterday's day, no, not yesterday's day, day before yesterday, Amavasya. Then yesterday's day also was Govardhan Puja plus Bali Pratipada, and today is Yamadvitiya. On yesterday's day, Krishna lifted Govardhan. Today's day, also one more very beautiful thing happened. Upananda Maharaj, the older brother of Nanda Maharaj, he took Krishna Balram to his house to celebrate Yamadvitiya with his daughter. So sweet it is, right? So today's day, Krishna celebrated Bhaiya Dooj with Upananda Baba's daughter. Now, of course, other brothers' daughters also all gathered there. So they had a very big ceremony of Bhaiya Dooj today. And tomorrow is the day when the rain started. Tritiya. Okay? So Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami, Ashtami and Navami. 7 days there was rain. At the end of the 7th day, Indra came and realized that I have made a mistake. On 10th day, he went to Brahaspati, then to Brahma, got good sauce from them. And he came down, and on Ekadashi day, he met Surbi at Surbi Kund. He bowed down and repented. And on Ekadashi day, Surbi cow took Indra to Krishna. And on Ekadashi day, there is coming Ekadashi day. That is called Deva Utthavani Ekadashi, the last Ekadashi of Chaturmasya. On that day, Krishna was bathed by all demigods in the leadership of Brahma and Indra with the cow's milk and Akashganga. And Govinda Kunda was formed on Ekadashi day. So Ekadashi day is the appearance day of Govind Kund, which is not different from the Charanamrut of the Lord. Because the Lord was bathed with Surbi's milk and Akashganga. That is brought from the heavenly planets. Hare Krishna. Interesting sequence of events. So coming back to Kamyavan, Hare Krishna. Kamyavan is established by King Kamasena in the long back history. And he established 84 temples, 84 kundas and 84 pillars, 84 khamba. Parshuramji established 1000 sarovaras over here. And apart from this, there are many more holy water reservoirs in Kamyavan. Kamyavan is a very intensely and extensively holy place. In quantity also, in quality also. Kamya means very attractive. One meaning of the Kamya. Very attractive even to Krishna. Another meaning of Kamya means desire. And desires are two types, right? Material and spiritual. Both material and spiritual desires are fulfilled over here. Kam ban jaye, to kam ban jaye. If you come to Kamyavan, all your desires will be fulfilled. And because of this kind of benediction, we have to be very careful what to desire over here. Because if you desire material things, you will get material things. And if you desire spiritual things, you will get spiritual things. What is the difference between two things? If you desire material things and they get fulfilled, the benefit and the happiness of the material fulfillment is temporary, is short-lived. And the same happiness of the achievement of material thing, the same thing will become source of misery in the course of time. The same thing that you received as per your fulfillment of desire and you became happy, the same thing will become source of your misery. And the time of happiness will be short and the time of misery will be long. Shall I give an example to you? You will feel it so relevant to you, all of you. So much relevant. Actually, it is said in by great souls that in the material world, the happiness is only in anticipation of the happiness. तो समझ में आया? It's like you book a Audi car, for example, maybe. So Audi car is available after only 45 days. From the day you book the car till the car comes, you are so happy, so happy, so happy, and so happy. And when the car comes and somebody puts a stone on that, and your misery starts from that day onwards. Little higher example that when you decide to get married and you get engaged, so from the time of engagement to marriage is the only time that you are happy. You are anticipating to be happy and happy and happy, and anxiety and the crescendo and increasing levels of happiness till marriage. When the marriage day is not a happy marriage, but so tiring day actually, so tiring, exhausting day. And we are imagining so many things, they all fail. In marriage, so many things go wrong. And from the day of marriage, the downgrade crescendo will be there. To the extent one day will come, you will think, why do I get married? What was that day? It was supposed to be so auspicious. Now it appears to be the most darkest day of my life. This is not true about devotional weddings or weddings where devotion is prominent. This is true about materialistic weddings. By default, even if you have got the best of heroine in the world and best of hero in the world, the most beautiful, handsome, wealthy and famous and celebrity kind of husband, but the problems remain same as long as the relationship is material. So there is two things wrong in the material happiness. One thing is it is short-lived, and the same material happiness becomes a source of long-term misery in the future. That is why do not ask anything material here. You are wasting your time and energy by asking material things over here. You only ask here about devotion to Radha and Krishna, about service to Radha and Krishna, about service to devotees, their association, life with devotees, with devotional purpose, with devotional service. And when you get that, you will also get everything else what you need. Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam. So coming to Kamyavan, there are hundreds of stories, but in 1 hour time, how much we can cover. But most important thing is the consciousness with which you come here. We are all having material senses and material desires unlimited, and whole life goes on the attempts and efforts to fulfill those material desires. But any moment of life, you ask anybody, are you happy? He will say no. Then you meet people in Bhaktivedanta hospital or hospice at the last moment of life. Now that you are at the end of your life, tell me, are you happy? He said no. बोलेगा कोई किसी का नहीं है. कोई किसी का नहीं. This is the standard answer which we get in our hospice. कोई किसी का मतलब nobody is yours. Everybody is only selfish. I did so many things, but I'm so unhappy with the end result of my life. So this is the typical material life. But you meet Prabhupada, he will say, Koi ichha nahi. I'm so happy, everything is fulfilled. Many devotees ask many times, anything you have desire, said Koi ichha nahi. That kind of life you want to live. I was told that Prabhuji, you are going to go 4 days in Kamyavan. The first day you will desire something, second day you will desire something, and then you should come to a stage on the 4th day that there will be no desire only. So we should desire that there should be no desire. The final desire in Kamyavan should be there should be no desire. Or if at all there is a desire, they should desire to serve and please Krishna. Sam Siddhir Hari Toshanam. So Kamyavan is a very beautiful place, very, very attractive, very beautiful, full of wonderful pastimes. Pandavas, when they were exiled for 14 years, no, 13 years, right? Ram was exiled 14 years. 12 years of Vanvas and 1 year of Agyatavas. So they were in Hastinapur before they came for the Vanvas. The first one for their Vanvas was Kamyavan. And all the devotees and sadhus who used to meet them regularly, especially Dharmaraj, was so fond of him that many renounced people would come to meet him every day when he was a prince, Yuvraj. And he would feed them, he would give them gifts, he would give them ornaments, he would give them everything, whatever they needed. He had all resources that time because he was Yuvraj. But when he was exiled, he couldn't carry a penny with him, couldn't carry even footwear also. And they had to walk all the way from Hastinapur to Kamyavan. So all the sadhus, as usual, they came to Hastinapur, they found, oh, Dharmaraj and Pandavas are not there, where they have gone? They said he's gone to Kamyavan. So they all, thousands of people went to meet him in Kamyavan. And Dharmaraj felt very bad. He felt, oh, I cannot serve you anymore. I don't have resources. I don't have anything to feed you. Please manage yourself. But Shandilya Muni, who is the actual Kula Guru, Kul Purohit of Nanda Maharaj, he also was there in the assembly of sadhus. What he noted that physically and externally, Yudhishthira Maharaj had no resources. But in the heart of his heart, he had burning desire to serve all the sadhus to their satisfaction. A sadhu can pick up what is going on in your heart. A real pure devotee is like an X-ray machine. He knows what is there in your heart. You cannot hide or make a facade or dambha or a show in front of a pure devotee. So Shandilya Muni picked up that desire. He took them aside and said, I can see that you have tremendous desire to serve and please sadhus. Although you are not in a position to, I'll give you a mantra of Surya Dev. You both chant the mantra for this particular period of time and you will get blessings of Surya Dev. So husband and wife, Yudhishthir and Draupadi, chanted that Surya mantra for a long time, and soon enough, sure enough, Surya Dev appeared in Kamyavan in front of Yudhishthir and Draupadi and blessed them with Akshay Patra. Here only in this forest. And it is explained in Mahabharata that whatever amount of service Yudhishthira Maharaj was doing to sadhus, millions of times more amount of service he did to sadhus in the jungle when nothing was available to him. Much more than he was in Hastinapur. So you may be poor, you may be having less resources, but don't be poor in desiring to serve the Lord. You can desire unlimitedly. You can desire to serve the Lord 108 items in golden plates bedecked with jewels. There is no harm in desiring like that. In the mind, you can also prepare your items with the best of ghee, in the gold plate, in the gold pots with gold spoon, and in 108 katoris made of gold bedecked with jewels from outside. You can serve the Lord. There is no harm in desiring because mind is unlimitedly energetic. And in Kali Yuga, Krishna accepts services done at the level of mind also. But Papa Karma or Papa Vichar is not accepted in Kali Yuga. Otherwise, we will not be here. We will be in Yamraj constantly. If our mind, whatever our mind thinks is taken into account, then हम लोग कहीं के नहीं रह जाएंगे. But devotional service done in the mind is accepted by Krishna. So, because Dharmaraj had that burning desire, even in the so-called poverty condition externally, he was blessed with something which he could do much more than when he was in Hastinapur. So then, connected to that story, Duryodhan, although he planned and plotted against them to send them to exile, he was not happy in in Hastinapur. He wanted to trouble them constantly. So one time Durvasa Muni came to Hastinapur and Duryodhan served him nicely. Apparently it's so nice, na? Duryodhan serving saintly people. He becomes saintly only himself. But even if you serve a saintly person, you can have a malicious purpose in your mind, even while serving pure devotees. And what was the malicious purpose? I will please Durvasa so nicely, so nicely, so nicely that he will say, "Oh Duryodhan, I'm so pleased with you, ask for a boon." And that time I will tell them, I'm so lucky to have you and to please you, but my brothers are in forest. I want you to go and give them blessing also. And he knew that they don't have anything. And he has 60,000 disciples with whom he will go there. And definitely they'll do mistake in his service. And instead of getting a blessing, he will curse them, which he wanted. So while doing his so-called sadhu seva, he was meditating how to disturb Pandavas. So what is more important is the consciousness when you serve, not exactly what you do externally. The mind can be on some other platform like Duryodhan. So he did so, and surely Durvasa Muni was pleased by his extraordinary seva, and he asked for the boon. Please go to the forest and give some chance of service to my dear brothers also. So 60,000 disciples and Durvasa Muni came to Kamyavan. And the Akshay Patra had a rule that you have to cook something. Many people feel that Akshay Patra was a cooking pot. No. Akshay Patra was a thali. She was supposed to cook whatever she wants to cook, whatever number of items, 1, 2, 3, 5, whatever she can cook in the forest, even fruits also. And then she puts those items in the patra, in the Akshay Patra. And then those items will become unlimited. You go on taking and it will not be over only, it will just keep on getting produced, whatever you have cooked. And you can cook thousands and lakhs and crores and billions of people. It will still keep giving only till Draupadi will eat. And when everybody is fed, Draupadi will eat the last, and then for that time the Akshay Patra will stop. That service of that time. Again next time she cooks and put, again it will start. So when Durvasa Muni reached, Draupadi had just finished her meal. Now they came, so they were wondering what to do. I already finished eating. How do we serve 60,000 disciples? So immediately the brothers had a meeting and they decided, let's buy some time. We'll tell them to go and take bath in Yamuna river. And then we'll think about it. We'll get some time to think. They bought some time. All of the disciples went to take bath. And then they had no solution. They said, now we will get cursed 100%. Already we are under exile. So the only way when you become totally helpless, what do? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So she called out Krishna. He said, only you can help. That time Krishna was eating his lunch with Rukmini in Dwarka. You can imagine, Bhagyalakshmi is Bhagyalakshmi. She has cooked personally and she was sitting and personally serving. And suddenly Draupadi called from Kamyavan. Krishna just got up without eating and just ran away from there without even telling what happened. She was surprised what happened. How he just got up and was he angry or the food was not good or what happened. But he had no time to even tell what is happening. And he instantly appeared in Kamyavan. He said, oh Govinda, you have come. We have this difficulty. He said, I don't want to eat any difficulty. I am hungry. Please feed me something. I have left my meal and come because you called me. He said, Govinda, why are you making fun? I am having great difficulty here. No, but I am very hungry. No, the Akshay Patra is over. I just had my meal. No, you go and find out something is there. Something may be stuck there. So she went and saw that some rice particles were still stuck to that Akshay Patra. She said, bring. So she brought those and gave it to Krishna. And Krishna ate those rice particles, cooked rice particles. And instantly, everybody's stomach became full. Not only Pandavas, everything, they already had meal. Krishna became full. When Krishna became full, all the 60,000 disciples and Durvasa Muni who were underwater in Jamuna, they felt that they have eaten sweet rice up to the neck. And they could not even belch properly. Sometimes when you eat too much, you can't even belch. You have to move your positions here and there, let the air pass, They could not even belch. They were so full. And then they were embarrassed. They were thinking, now how do we eat the meal Yudhishthira Maharaj is going to serve us? And Krishna said, now, he was there in the house. The house is still there here in Kamyavan. And they were in the river. So Krishna said, Arjuna and Bhima, you take your gada on the shoulder. Arjuna, you take your bow and arrow, your tonir also. And in attention position with the weapon in hand, you go to the river and invite them to take lunch. So Draupadi is saying, my lord, where is the lunch? There is no food here. Are you making fun of us? We are in difficulty. We are crying. We have called you for solving our difficulty and you are adding to our difficulty. You are not giving any solution. So you go, have faith and go and invite them. So they went. And Durvasa Muni's disciples saw that they are coming there with their weapons. Durvasa Muni told his disciples that run away from this side to that side. We have entered from this bank, we'll swim across and go to opposite side and run away. Because we cannot now deny the invitation of Bhimsen. So they all swam across and went and ran away from there. And Bhimsen and Arjuna are wondering what happened, why they are running. Then they came back and Krishna explained that they had their stomachs full with kheer. So then did they have the guts to come back. Then they understood what Krishna was doing. So many times things may happen in your life such a way that everything may not be explained to you what is happening. But all the things happen for your good finally. You have to have faith. Everything happens for your good only. Although it may appear painful and troublesome, but it will ultimately happen for your good only. Whether you are a brahmachari or grahastha or vanprastha or sannyasi, everything happens in life by the supreme will of the Lord for our good only. Then the same place, one time they got thirsty, so Bhimsen was sent for taking water. Bhimsen went to a pond. I am telling you fast because time is getting over. Bhimsen was, he went there, he wanted to drink water, the sound came. Don't drink water till you answer my question. Otherwise you will die. He didn't bother. He said, who is this? I don't care. He drank water and he died. Arjun went afterwards. He did same thing. He died. Nakul Sahadev went. They also died. Then nobody thought we should answer. Why should we answer? Then Yudhishthir went because nobody came back. They were thirsty. And Yudhishthir saw my 4 invincible warrior world champion brothers are dead without any wound on the body. There is no signs of any war also. They are just dead. As they are, as strong they are. That means there is something great over here. And he also heard the voice. Answer my question. So he very humbly started answering. And the long questionnaire is there, which you don't have time. He satisfied the voice with the answers. And the voice said, now last question we'll ask. Then I'll release your brothers. Last question was, what is the most surprising thing in the material world? And he said, the most surprising thing in the material world is everybody who has taken birth is dying, but those who are alive, they think they will not die. And at that point, the voice appeared in the form of a person. That is Dharmaraj himself. Dharmaraj is Yamaraj himself. And he said, please, I am very happy with you, my son, because he was his son only. My dear son, I am very happy with you. What benediction you want? He said, please make my brothers alive. So all brothers came to life. That is called Yaksha Kunda or Pandav Kunda, where this famous discussion took place. And nearby that is the house of Pandavas in Kamyavan, where they resided. The next is, Duryodhan was so much cunning that he put up a tent next to that house of Pandavas and got beautiful women, bought beautiful cooks, beautiful ingredients, and put up a 5-star tent and started having dances and feast and all kinds of enjoyments to just, irritate or instigate, whatever. वो हिंदी बोलते हैं ना, जलाने के लिए, just to create some envy. So by that noise and the kind of effort of enjoyment, Indra got disturbed. And Indra sent some yakshas, said, you arrest that rascal Duryodhan. So they came and they challenged Duryodhan. There was a small war, not very small, big war. In the small war only Duryodhana was defeated. And immediately he was tied up and very insultingly he was dragged by yakshas. And in the airplane, and were taking him in their prison, in the airplane. And he was calling out, help me, and that sound came to Yudhishthir's ears. And he understood Duryodhan is a difficulty. He said, Bhimsen, Arjun, go and rescue Duryodhan. He is in difficulty. So Bhimsen said, by the will of the providence, Whatever is happening is so good. Why we have to interfere in that? जो हो रहा है इतना अच्छा हो रहा है, अपने आप ही हो रहा है, हमको कुछ किए बिना. Why are you telling us to save him? At that time, the great Yudhishthir, the great composed person, Yudhishthir, whose mind is sthir, is balanced even in the war situation. That Yudhishthir said a great statement. He said, as long as we are concerned, we are 5 and they are 100. But when some outsiders come, we are 105 and the outsider. Go. Now outsider of family has come to take away one brother of ours. So Bhimsen went and within no time they defeated Yakshas and they released Duryodhan. So what do you expect? You should be grateful, you should be thankful, you should say, my dear brothers, I'm so grateful to you, I'm sorry to have brought you in the forest, let's go back home, forget this vanvas, we are releasing you from the bondage, whatever. But he got insulted. He thought, I got saved from my enemy. I should have died otherwise, instead of getting saved from my enemies. They were not his enemies. Yudhishthira had no enemies. His name was Ajatashatru. And he felt more insulted than being arrested by Yakshas. And then with that revengeful mind he went back home. How unfortunate, right? How unfortunate. Then Jayadratha came here. He also come in Draupadi Sayamvar. And in Draupadi Sayamvar was so difficult. And everybody only felt insulted. Hey, why they kept such a difficult run? What is called? The condition. Challenge. And they also felt very insulted. They wanted to fight with Draupadi's father. Because they thought that King Drupad wanted to make fun of all the Kshatriyas in the world. That's why he kept at such a difficult challenge to win the hands of Draupadi. It's all a plot and all a plot to make fun of us. So Jayadratha was one of them. Of course, he could not win Draupadi. Arjun came and won Draupadi. But he was having already lust about her. He wanted to always look after the opportunity when I can do this and enjoy her. So she was taking bath in the pond here and Jayadratha came and snatched her away. She started shouting, Bhimsen, Arjun, Dharmaraj. So Arjun said, Maharaj Yudhishthira said, please go and save. So they ran and caught the chariot and separated Draupadi and dragged him, tied him and brought him to Yudhishthira. And Yudhishthira Maharaj he said, Maharaj, tell what we should do. So Maharaj Yudhishthira said, he is the criminal of Draupadi. Draupadi ka aparadhi hai wo. So ask her what is to be done. So what do you expect? Draupadi should say, yeah, kill him. He is trying to misbehave with me. And I am the wife of all you great Pandavas. He should be punished to death. But Draupadi is such a great Vaishnavi. She said, he is the husband of the only sister of our cousins. Kauravas, 100 brothers, only had one sister. That is Dushala. And Dushala was married to Jayadratha. He said, if I kill him, if I ordered you to kill him, then our sister, that is her sister-in-law, will cry for the husband whole life. She will suffer she'll become widow. So I don't want her to suffer. Leave him. But still the Pandavas felt that he has done a crime, then he should be punished. Now we are not going to kill him. So what we should do? We should insult him, because the Kshatriyas insulted more than death, worse than death. So they cut his hair and kept some tufts of hair. Have you seen a hairstyle like that anytime? Some hairstyle here, some tree here, some tree here, some tree here. And they cut his moustache and beard half. And they made him really looking ugly. And they said, go. And he was really, really insulted like anything. He would have preferred to die than being insulted and being given a chance to live like that. So he went and did tapasya to please Shiva and asked for the boon that I should be able to kill these Pandavas. Of course, that boon could not be given, but one day on the Chakravyuha, when Abhimanyu was trapped inside, Jayadratha came at the mouth of Chakravyuha and all the brothers except Arjun, they fought with Jayadratha and they could not defeat Jayadratha. That whole day from sunrise to sunset. And inside, Abhimanyu was killed that day. So this is Jayadratha's story which also happened in Kamyavan. Then where you went to Radha Govind temple, it is a place where Chaturbhuja Vishnu and the spiritual world Gopi called Viraja Gopi, they got married. There's a great description in Garga Samhita about their marriage. And where they sat, Brahma came and washed their feet. And the water which washed their feet got collected in Charanamrut Kunda, which is just behind. Very big famous kund of Kamyavan. At the same place, Radha Govindji has come and resided. Our Radha Govindji, first Govindji appeared by Rupa Goswami's blessings at Yogapit in Vrindavan. Then Vrinda Devi appeared in Brahmakund in Vrindavan. Brahmakund is there in Govardhan also. But that kund is filled with Akash Ganga water for bathing of Krishna. Brahmakund is a place where your Brahma cried tears of repentance when he stole the cowherd boys and baby bulls and baby cows. So he repented and he cried, and with his tears that Brahmakund is formed in Vrindavan. And there Vrindadevi's deity was found immediately by Rupa Goswami. And then Radharani's deity was brought by Janva Devi. So Govind Dev finally had Radharani and Radharani on left side and on right side Vrinda Devi. When Aurangzeb attacked, then that time these deities were moved from there to Radhakund first, and they were brought to Kamyavan. So where you went to see is the place where Radhakund, the Radha Govindji and Vrinda Devi all resided. And time came to leave to go to Jaipur. At that time Vrinda Devi said, I am the mistress of Vrindavan, I am the Devi of Vrindavan. You are the king of the whole creation. So you will be worshipped with same respect everywhere. But I am only the Devi of Vrindavan. So you go ahead, I will stay here only. So you saw the original deity of Vrinda Devi, carved by Vajranab. And that is our home. And Govindji went to Jaipur. People ask me then, what is Vrindakund? That Vrinda Devi, what is that Vrinda Devi? That is office of Vrinda Devi. Working place. What is her job? Her seva is to organize Krishna's pastimes with gopis in the night time. And that is her office. Vrindakund is her working place. Then comes Lord Ganesh. No demigods are allowed to stay here in Vrindavan Dham as a whole. They have to come in daytime, remove their chappals out of Braj Bhumi, keep all their vehicles like rat, peacock, or bhaisa, male buffalo, what do you call that? All that, mayur, everything is parked outside the Braj. Barefoot they have to walk inside, meet Krishna if there is a work, official work. No night stay, no prasadam. There is no arrangement for demigods. And we people are having night stays. 7 nights minimum we are staying here. Every day Mahaprasadam, yesterday Giriraj Mahaprasad we had. Everything is all available. What is the meaning of that? The human birth on earth is much more fortunate than demigod's birth in the heavenly planets. Please always remember this. You will always do some yajna here to go to heavenly planets to enjoy with apsaras and all the resources there. But they know that you have and we have much more opportunity of achieving Krishna and bhakti and seva than all the demigods have, in consciousness and in physical resource also. But Parvati and Shiva performed a famous Traimasik Vrata, which is explained in Brahma Vaivarta Purana in details. At the end of 90 days of Vrata, Lord Krishna granted Shiva and Parvati permanent residence in Braj Bhumi, anywhere in Braj Bhumi. Not localized. इधर ही रहना है, इधर का ही आपको हेकामा मिला है, ऐसा नहीं. And second is Ganesh Bhagwan, Lord Ganesh, who have been awarded permanent residence in Kamyavan only. So Lord Ganesh resides over here. There's a long pastime, I don't have time now. Lord Ganesh one time led all the demigods in the fight with Bali Maharaj and the demons. Demons led by Bali Maharaj, they had a fight. And in that fight, after getting defeated many times before, when Ganesh became the Senapati, Ganesha could defeat Bali Maharaj and demons and make them unconscious. They were so fearful when they got into consciousness back, including Bali Maharaj, all demons ran away. And demigods were victorious. So that time demigods brought Lord Ganesh to Chaturbhuj Vishnu and Viraja Gopi at that same place where Radha Govind temple is there. They appeared and they blessed Lord Ganesh that you can reside permanently in Kamyavan. Bolo Ganesh Bhagwan ki. Then there is a place called Setubandha Rameshwar, Sri Lanka Ashok Vatika. One time Krishna performed pastimes of being Ram and Lakshman for the pleasure of the gopis. Krishna became Ram from blue to green, and Lakshman, Balramji became Lakshman. All the coward boys became monkeys, and the gopis became audience. And Lord Ram established Rameshwar Mahadev, worshipped Rameshwar. Then he went ahead and all the ocean, Indian Ocean appeared. Then they built a bridge through the Indian Ocean within fraction of minutes. And then when the bridge ended, they crossed to the end of the ocean. On the bridge, Ravan appeared, Lanka appeared, Ashok Vatika appeared. And Lord Ram took out his arrow and killed Lord Ravan, killed the demon Ravan. And everybody clapped, like you clap. Haribol! And then the sound came, open your eyes, close your eyes. So all the gopis closed their eyes. Now you open your eyes, they opened their eyes. And again Ram came back as Krishna and Balram, Lakshman came back as Balram. So this way, Lord Ram gave residence to Rameshwar Mahadev, Indian Ocean, Setubandha, Sri Lanka, Ashok Vatika in Kamyavan. All the holy places, they want to reside in the Dham of Vrindavan and take shelter and get their blessings. Whatever seva they do in their own place, they derive their blessings by residing here also. Then there is a place called Charan Pahadi where Lord Krishna climbed one day at the twilight time and played his flute. When he played his flute, the stone where he was standing melted and created footprints. Cow came running, her footprints are there, his stick print is there. And by playing flute, he had disappeared from both coward boys and coward girls. By playing flute, he announced that I am just hereby, don't worry, to coward boys. And to gopis who are very waiting for him anxiously, when we will meet, when our time will start. He told them by flute, I am just now coming, don't worry. So Charan Pahadi is a very beautiful place where is a top of the mountain. Krishna played the flute. And just across Charan Pahadi, there is Lukluk Kund in the Kamyavan. In Lukluk Kund is a place where Krishna played hide and seek with coward boys. Blindfold. Lapachapi. Then Gaya Kund. Krishna, one time his father said, I want to go to Gaya to perform Shraddha of my parents. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Krishna said, I don't like you to go out of Vrindavan. So no, but I have to perform Shraddha of my parents and my ancestors. Krishna said, you wait here. I will invite Gaya Kund here only. Gaya here only. So he brought Gaya from Gaya, Bihar to Kamyavan and gave place to Gaya in the form of Gaya Kund. And then immediately Nanda Baba performed his Shraddha of his ancestors here. So it is explained that, listen very carefully. You are also at the bank of Gaya Kund only, very close by. If you go to the bank of Gaya Kund and just remember your people, relatives who have passed away. For Grahasthas, there are three sides, right? Your side, your wife's side, and your mother's side and father's side. Two sides from your side and your wife's side. So there are three minimum sides. Whoever has passed away in these three sides, you just remember them at the bank of Gaya Kund. They will be delivered back to Goloka. That is the benediction of Gaya Kund. Because Gaya as such in Bihar has one power, to give moksha to people who we do Shraddha for them there. But the same Gaya, when it comes to Vrindavan Dham, Kamyavan, it also gives Prema Bhakti and delivers to Golok Vrindavan. So all the dhams which take residence in Vrindavan Dham, outside they only do moksha giving or relief of miseries. But when they reside in Vrindavan Dham and you visit them there, along with these two benedictions previously given, they give you the benediction of Prema Bhakti also. So one time Krishna, father wanted to go to Char Dham, Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, Yamutri. Again Krishna said, Papa, always you are making plans to go somewhere. Why you want to go out of Vrindavan? He said, Arey, When you were not born, we wanted to have you as a son, and we said if we get a son, we will visit Char Dham once in Himalayas. So now you are already 7 year old. We are not gone. We should fulfill our promise. We are Vaishnavas. He said, Father, why you have to go to the cold area, climbing on the mountain with no oxygen there, with all difficulties? I will call them here only. So they were feeling, how you will call them here? Then you close your eyes. So all the elderly Gopas were packed up to go, they closed their eyes. And after some time, Krishna said, now you open your eyes. And they were in the middle of Nar Narayan mountain, Badrinath, Kedarnath, Manibhadrapur, Gangotri, Yamunotri, Haridwar, Lakshman Jula, Ram Jula, Har Ki Pedi, everything was manifested. Immediately they removed their clothes and took bath. Every single place they took bath. And there was not cold, not very tall, not very high, not very difficulty. Kedarnath was, it's like 5 minutes climb, you can go to Kedarnath top. So those most difficult areas of holy places, they become very easy in Braj Bhumi. Because Braj Bhumi is very merciful. So by associating and taking shelter in the Braj Bhumi, they assume the mood of Braj Bhumi of becoming very kind and easy and simple to achieve. So there is Adi Badri and Kedar very close by. Har Ki Pedi, Lakshman Jula, Ram Jula, Gangotri, Yamunotri, everything is there. Just 15 kilometers from here. Then of course when the deities left Vrindavan, Radha Vallabh also left, they came and stayed here. Madan Mohanji also came and stayed here before going to Karoli, but now he is worshipped as Gokul Chandrama by Vallabh Sampradaya. Then there is a place called Kameshwar Mahadev, on which the one name Kamyavan is there. Kameshwar Mahadev is one of the 4 Mahadevas established by Vajranam. Even the deity of Vrindadevi also was carved by Vajranam. So Kameshwar Mahadev is in Kamyavan, Chakreshwar Mahadev in Govardhan, Gopeshwar Mahadev in Vrindavan, and Bhuteshwar Mahadev in Mathura. So Kameshwar Mahadev was worshipped by Vrishabhanu Maharaj himself. He would come and worship Kameshwar Mahadev. So when you come to Kameshwar Mahadev, every desire is fulfilled. Then there is Chaurasi Khamba here. I told you before, right? It is a place of discussing about Krishna every day. Wherever Nanda Maharaj stayed, he stayed in many places. He stayed in Gokul, Chatikra, Nandagaon, Kamyavan, many places. So one of the places of residence was Kamyavan. And Nanda Bhavan is here also. And Chaurasi Khamba also is available here, very close by. The pastime there is, every day whatever happened in Krishna's life, in the evening they would discuss that. First as an information, then out of concern they will discuss about the worry that they have, and finally they will say, we will do this thing and we will solve this problem like this. So 3 things will happen. Listening first, what happened today, then taking conclusion out of that, drawing worries, what are the worries, points of worries, and trying to find out some solution. So mainly in Vatsalya Ras, but a place where everybody needs to discuss about Krishna is Chaurasi Khamba. In a hospital also, in an institution, in temple also is a conference room, no? Where the managers of temple, they come and discuss things, how to celebrate festival, how to control the crowd, from where to enter, where to exit, where to give prasad, box or direct. So this conference room is Chaurasi Khamba. Conference room of Braj Bhumi is what? Chaurasi Khamba. Then Vyumasur Gufa, the place, last place, I'll take 5 more minutes only. This place is called Bhojan Thali. One of the princesses called Krishnavati, with her father, she fought many wars, being a girl also. And she won all the wars. But when she won thousands of wars, at one particular time, her father got killed in the war. And they lost the war, lost the kingdom, everything. So she became very renounced. And she performed tapasya to please Vishnu. And one time she was staying in Kamyavan, taking bath in a pond, Vishnu appeared to her and said, I am very pleased with the tapasya. Please tell me what kind of benediction I can give you. So she said, I have a desire to become a rock, and I have a desire that you should sit on me as a rock and eat your food. I want to become your plate and glass and katori. So that time she got deliverance to Goloka. But when in Dwapar Yuga Krishna appeared, she appeared as Indushian Shila here, as a rock, where there are inbuilt plates and glasses. And when Krishna came to perform his Gopal Lila, he came there, he brought his food, he opened his boxes and they put in the plates and they ate there. So the system over here is, you bring your prasad, put in those plates, offer it to Krishna Balram, and then you eat. So in every yatra which I bring here, we don't eat breakfast wherever we are, and don't offer also. We just cook the breakfast and bring it over here, and put in the plates, offer it to Krishna Balram, and then we have our breakfast over here. So this place is famous and it is important to eat Krishna Prasad here. That Krishna also ate Prasad here regularly. Kamyavan is a place for Sakhya Leela, Gopal Leela, Gaucharan Leela, and Madhurya Leela also. Place of pastimes of Ras Leela also. So Balram was one time drinking milk alone without desiring to share with anybody. And everybody felt that Balram, Dauji is missing. Go and search him. So they found him just above one level of Bhojan Thali, drinking milk alone in a flask, in a pot. So all the coward boys went and they dashed him. So the pot fell down and the milk was started flowing from the rock down. So there's one rock there where there's a white line is there, right? That is the Doodh ki dhar. And that all milk came down and formed a big pond. Well, he had a small pot of milk in the hand, but it found a huge pond of milk called as Shir Sagar Kunda. So Shir Sagar Kunda was created by Krishna, and by that Krishna provided Shir Sagar of Shvetadvip, residence in Kamyavan, in Vrindavan Dham. Then Krishna came here, always playing. One time one of the coward boys fell sick and he could not come. Krishna had millions of coward friends, millions of baby cows and baby bulls. But every day, of course, he knew everybody and everybody's name. But every morning also he knew who is coming, who is not coming, who is absent, who is present. So that coward boy is sick, he is not coming. But they came here and they decided to play a game. 1/3 of coward boys will become police. 1/3 will become thieves. And 1/3 will become goats. The thieves will steal the goats and the police will catch them and get the goats back. But that demon called Vimasur took the form of that particular Gopa who was absent, and he took the form of police. He went in police party and he stole all the coward boys who were goats and hid them in the mountain, in the cave. So after some time of playing, what happened? The number of cowards became less and less only. While the stealing, the catching will make the number fine, all the time same, right? You steal, the police will catch and get the boys back. So number of coward boys will remain same, but they became drastically less. At that time Balram said to Krishna, I see the coward boys are reducing in number. Do you not see that? He said, I also see that. Why is that? He said, look at that coward boy. He is not the one what you think. That boy is here at home. He is a demon. Look at his eyes, how red like coal they are. Oh, Balram said. So Krishna said, shall I kill him? Balram said, yes, you can kill him. And Krishna went behind and just grabbed him and started beating him. As soon as he did that, the demon assumed the form of a big mountainous size, head touching the sky. Huge he became. So Krishna also proportionately became as huge as him. All the coward boys are here and they are in the sky, and they had a big fight in the sky. The fight cannot be described here. It's such a terrible and big fight that the earth started trembling. So Balramji was on the ground. So he went aside and he stood there and he pressed his big toe of left leg hard in the ground and steadied the earth. And dupatta he just threw on the ground to give the earth solace and told the earth, don't worry, I am there. Nothing will happen to you. So there's Balram's footprint here, very close by on this side. Left footprint with big toe more deep in the footprint, and the print of the cloth also, by which Balramji assured the earth and pacified earth. And then Krishna and Vyomasur, they were jumping in the sky, falling on the ground, jumping in the sky, falling on the ground, and fighting. So as many times Krishna also came down on earth. He came down by foot sometimes. Sometimes he came down on knees. Sometimes he came on hands. And he was also wearing garlands like like pearl garlands or flower garlands, everything. So when he would fall on the ground with feet, there were footprints created on the mountain. In the same mountain where Vemasur had hidden all the gopas. When he fell with the knees, there are knee prints on the mountain. When he fell on the hand, there are hand prints in the mountain. And also there are prints of the garland and the flower garland also. The pearl garland and flower garland also. All these footprints and garland prints and knee prints and everything is there on the garden, on the mountain there. Garga Samhita says anybody who takes darshan of Krishna's footprints, handprints, or body prints, or any prints, they will not take birth again in the material world. So this is the pastime of this place. Vemasur Gufa is there. After killing Vemasur in a fierce fight, Krishna released the coward boys from the cave, and they all came down here and they said, "Well done, well done." Balramji also embraced Krishna. So there is many footprints. Balram Charan Chinna also there, and Shirsagar Kund is there. Balramji Mandir is there. That's how we briefly conclude our pastimes at Kamyavan. Please be sure that there are unlimited pastimes here, unlimited ponds of water, unlimited things. And one last thing which I must tell you is Bimal Kund. Krishna, along with performing pastimes in Nandagaon, Gokul, in another form, he married 3 crore daughters of Sindhu Naresh, King Bimal. He married them in Sindhu Desh in a different form, brought them by airway to Kamyavan after marriage. Newly married girls, 3 crores of them. Built 3 crore palaces and stayed in each palace with every queen. That means he expanded into 3 crore forms in Kamyavan. And one day with those 3 crore newly married women, he performed Rasdila. And the ecstasy of Rasdila, all the 3 crore women, the wives and Krishna, they shed tears of love. And all the tears of love, they got collected and Bimal Kund was formed. And when Bimal Kund was formed, 84,000 holy places of the whole universe took shelter in the waters of Bimal Kund. And Krishna said, whoever will take bath in Bimal Kund will develop Krishna Bhakti and will not take birth again. Then King Bimal came at that time, seeing this wonderful pastime, and surrendered to Krishna. And he attained Sarupya Mukti. So at the banks of Bimal Kund there is a temple where there are 2 Krishnas. One Krishna is Krishna himself, another is King Bimal, who attained the form of Krishna. You must have understood, I am telling everything fast forward to you. So there are unlimited pastimes. बोलो श्री काम्यवन धाम की, श्री कृष्ण भगवान की, जय जय श्री राधे. So only 10 seconds you should close your eyes and express your desire to attain only Krishna Bhakti and Krishna Seva and Vaishnava Seva. And nothing else. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji.